So in case you missed it, all of the music that you have heard in that video are original pieces that are written and composed, oftentimes mixed by our students. And in your gift badge, you actually have a digital download of this year's album. So good morning. Nothing like a bunch of musicians trying to put on a morning show, you guys. I'm like, wow, I haven't even had coffee yet today. But it's great. I'm so excited that you're all here. Thank you so very much for believing in these young people enough to show up early on a Tuesday morning, for allowing them to share with you what this organization and what this community means to them. There's something really great about a morning like this, and the reason it's great is because there's a sense of possibility, and there's a sense of preparation, and there's a sense that something meaningful is about to happen. And that's what today is, because today is not just a performance. It is a reflection of what is possible when young people are given access to opportunity. I want you to go on a little journey with me, okay? We're gonna go on a little car ride. And we're gonna imagine that you are a student right here in Phoenix, and you're curious, you're creative, and you are full of potential. But you've never touched an instrument because your school music program actually doesn't have the money to support instruments in the classroom. You've never had the opportunity to write a song. You have not discovered a potential future, even though your heart is full of music and you're not sure that you're ever going to be able to achieve your dreams. Not because you don't want to. Not because you don't have the desire to, but because you don't have access. Because maybe your school is a music program that doesn't have instruments. Maybe your school doesn't have a music program. And it's getting better every year, right? I mean, we see this. Like, I think it's like 60% of schools in the state of Arizona now offer music programs. That's upwards than it was. You guys, don't say, wow, right? That's better. That's better than it was 10 years ago. But we still have a lot of work to do. And we can't expect families to be able to fill that gap because a lot of our families are just working really hard to get by. You know, my daughter, I don't know where she is. She's very high. She called me yesterday and she was like, gas is over $5 a gallon. Right? Like, come on. Where do music lessons fit in? You know? And so we want to make sure that students have opportunities that are equitable, but right now they are uneven, period. And that's the reality that we're facing. Even today, access to music education continues to decline as students get older, especially as they get into high school. And then you add popular or commercial music on top of that, maybe 1 out of 10, if they are lucky, have access. And yet we know the impact. We know the impact. Students who are engaged in music are more likely to graduate. PCM has a 100% graduation rate, by the way. Students who participate in music are more likely to attend college. They're more likely to become leaders, collaborators, and problem solvers. And let me ask you all who are in business, do you need people, employees who are leaders, collaborators, and problem solvers? So the question becomes, what are we losing when students lose access to consistent, high-quality, relevant music education? We're losing potential. We're losing hope. And that's why we exist. We exist, sure, we teach music. I hope all of these young people leave, not only with a love of music, but skill sets that help them to find their joy and spark their lives the rest of their existence. We serve nearly 2,000 students a year. We deliver thousands upon thousands upon thousands of hours of instruction every year. We provide scholarships so that cost is never a barrier to participation. But we do something even more important. We build a continuum of opportunity from early childhood programs at 8 months old, all the way through after school, private lessons and ensemble, to our nationally recognized college prep program, where students receive years, AJ, Lord, I get all of you, years, right? Just show me by the number of years on your hands, how many years you've been involved in college prep. Raise them up. Raise them up. Yep. Mm-hmm. Years, right? We get to watch these young people grow up. But what makes PCM different is not just what we teach. Yes, we teach music, but it's how we teach. We're not just building musicians, we're building confident, capable, connected young people. Young people who know how to communicate, to collaborate, to lead, who know how to imagine a future for themselves, and then go after it. You heard it this morning. Students who are pursuing clean energy and engineering. Students who are finding their voice and discovering who they are. And that is the power of this work. But here's another truth, is that the need is growing faster than we can fill it. We have the model, we have the proof, we have the students. What we need is capacity to expand, capacity to scale, to reach more students, to deepen our impact, and to ensure that access to music education is not determined by a zip code. Because of music, lives are transformed, and because of music, opportunity is created. And because of PCM and because of you, it continues. Today, we're going to invite you to be a part of that future, to invest in the next student, the next story, the next breakthrough. Because these young people are not just learning music. They are becoming leaders, creators, and innovators that our world needs. This year, we are very proud to announce the creation of the Larkin Scholarship Fund. A visionary and generous donor has stepped up and pledged $500,000 over the next 7 years. But this fund has a challenge. Our donor wants to challenge you to match this $500,000 gift, dollar for dollar, creating a board-restricted fund to sustain high-quality, accessible music access for generations to come. We launched this match in November, and as of today, we are $225,000 towards our $500,000 match goal. And what does this prove? This proves that together, we can make sure that the music never stops. I would like to welcome to the stage a very good friend of mine, who I have been blessed to know and to mentor over the years. Please welcome PCM alumnus, Lord Childs.